what would it actually take for you to feel sorry for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? You know, I rehearsed that in my head. I tried saying it a couple times, and now that I'm saying it as part of the video, I realize how stupid that sounds, because nobody feels bad for Justin Trudeau, which is why people are always showing up to heckle him, to protest him everywhere he goes. Go back to India, buddy. Go back. You know, they don't want you. Why don't you just get shipped back to your homeland, Cuba? Because everybody in the world is fed up at the maximum level with Justin Trudeau. I've never seen such a consistent amount of peaceful demonstrations and peaceful protests that I have. Canada is awesome, which, by the way, keep it that way. I don't think anyone would ever advocate for anything beyond peaceful. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's keep it going and hold the line. Welcome back to another video, everybody. You'll never guess how I started off this video. I actually had a really hard time just like beginning my first sentence. I was just stuck in this laughter because of Trudeau being heckled. So let me just play that for you. It never ends. It never ends. Before we get into it, I encourage you to give a like, smash that button, subscribe, follow, share this video to Facebook, share it to Facebook groups, whatever you got to do, because so many people have to be aware of what's going on. And you can't hide the facts anymore. Everywhere Trudeau goes, he is met with a overwhelming amount of peaceful Canadian protesters, and well, he just constantly tries to keep this act, this almost drama teaching type of act, that he's unfazed. Let's take a look at some of the clips here. We've got Karima on Twitter saying, breaking, Trudeau is unfazed by protesters. Derek, who heckled Trudeau at a Ukraine rally in February 2023, leads the charge with vulgarities on his megaphone.
Get the fuck out of my country, you little bitch! If Trudeau not look kindly on you, you want to be dictator bastard!
Oh my God! What? He is smiling and laughing and taunting Canadians. Are you kidding me?
You little bitch! I represent how everyone else fucking feels! I represent the fucking truth! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau!
That is a lot of security.
Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau! Arrest Trudeau!
Wow. I need to go back and take a look at Trudeau smiling, because this is beyond narcissistic behavior. This is straight out of dictators, Roman kings. Like this is insane behavior. This right here. Like hysterical laughing. He knows he's getting to Canadians. He knows he's bothering Canadians. And so that's him. He might as well be giving the middle finger to people right now. It is unbelievably annoying. But the people, the Canadians, you guys, keep showing up and you keep doing the exact same thing. And it's just a matter of who's going to crack first. Will it be the protesters? Will it be Canadians? Or will it be Justin Trudeau? Let's take a look at a exchange between, I guess, Trudeau's security detail and a peaceful protester.
Ma'am, I'm just doing my job.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people throw history and stuff that, you know, buddy.
Like Hitler's soldier said, just doing my job, killing people. Just doing my
job is not very good PR.
As people drop dead.
Ma'am, I'm just...
Wow. Just doing my job. Where else did we hear that? I think that's when we saw the thousands of peaceful Canadians brutally getting beaten by batons and tear gas in the Ottawa Freedom Convoy. By the way, if you go to these protests, if you're a part of these protests and you go to these public events and you want to, showcase your love for standing up for freedom and stuff like that, you can find a link down in the description below for the exact same merch that I am wearing right now. I'm rocking the Freedom hat, and as well as I am rocking my favorite hoodie, the Freedom hoodie here in maroon. Link for that is down in the description below. Let's take a look at the final video of this protest where Justin Trudeau departs in his motorcade. Derek shouts about extraditing the highest politicians in Canada to Guantanamo Bay and takes a personal shot about Sophie, Justin Trudeau's ex-wife, or still wife, but even though they're going through a separation agreement.
Say hi to Sophie for the last of the week, you can't. Get the hell out of my country! Go back home to Guantanamo Bay! Go back home to Guantanamo Bay, you bastard! Extradite him back home to Cuba with his father!
Adrenaline. You can't beat the adrenaline rush you get from this. You really can't. It's amazing.
You think it was a successful outing for yourself today, Derek?
Yes. Definitely. I feel like Tom Brady right now.
Feel like Tom Brady. Right on. That's a lot of people that are showing up. And the fact that you have more and more of these clips right now that are circulating, that this is a more frequent occurrence, and every single time it's either Justin Trudeau or another liberal little puppet misfit that they just smile and wave, and they're pretending as if it's not happening. It doesn't make any sense. Like, maybe if there's a professional who's able to break down people's charisma or their body language, maybe that would be a great time to capitalize on this weird body language and behavior by Justin Trudeau, because I legitimately think it's psychopath behavior and tendencies when you're constantly met with a barrage of, hundreds or thousands of people swearing at you, yelling at you, wanting you to be extradited, wanting you to be sent back to your homeland, Cuba, with your father. Like, it's just constant hate. And by the way, it's peaceful hate. It's not like it's illegal by any means, right? By the law, we're allowed freedom of assembly, freedom to protest. And people are really maximizing that opportunity right now to show Trudeau, hey, you're for freedom of protest? Well, let's give you what you want. Let's just show up and protest you as much as we possibly can. So what's he going to say? What's he going to do at this point? Is he going to revoke our rights like he did in February of 2022 for the Freedom Convoy? I don't know. That'd be a very bad look. The whole world is watching Justin Trudeau. Even India, even mainstream India news ripped on Trudeau. I mean, the leader of all the countries don't respect Trudeau, which is why when he goes to G20 summit meetings, he goes to shake people's hands and they turn around and they don't want to meet him because everyone hates Trudeau. He's not liked by any means. But now let's talk about somebody who is a little bit more liked, Pierre Poilievre. Now, if you haven't seen my latest video about Pierre's speech on WestJet, there's actually an update story to that where they're kind of saying, hey, Pierre wasn't supposed to give that speech, and now there's a weird battle between some sort of WestJet employees and Pierre Poilievre. And well, let's take a look at some of these articles here. Poilievre fires back at WestJet union after speaking out on flight's PA system. The union representing the cabin crew is demanding an apology from Pierre Poilievre and the airline. Pierre Poilievre is accusing a union representing WestJet employees of trying to silence freedom of speech by demanding an apology from the company after the Conservative leaders spoke on the PA system on a recent flight. And in that video, if you haven't watched it, I recommend you watch it right after this one. It's got me and Trudeau and a WestJet plane in the thumbnail because he gave a simple speech, and it was from a Conservative Party convention flight that was chartered specifically for people attending the Conservative convention. So it makes sense that he was able to give a speech. And he's not the only politician to give a speech. Justin Trudeau has given speeches. So has Omar Al-Jabra given speeches. That is very clear in the video that I posted with that type of analysis. So it's kind of heartbreaking that people are really trying to tear down Pierre Poilievre when he's doing things that other politicians have done. Now, this is going to be kind of a weirdly unpopular opinion, but you might get a laugh out of it. If Pierre wants to show the hypocrisy at the highest level of liberals, the most impactful way to do that, I'm not advocating that he does that. I'm just stating objectively, the most impactful way for him to show the liberals of their hypocrisy is dress up like blackface. It's absolutely racist. It's not tolerated at all. And I don't condemn it, or I don't condone it at all. I think it's a horrible thing for anyone to do that. But Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has done it, and people seem unbothered by it. So why not do the exact same thing as what our Prime Minister has done? Hey, you don't like what we're doing? You don't like what's happening right now? Well, the Prime Minister, the guy you voted for, has done it. So why don't you attack him over doing it first? We're just doing what he's doing. Come on, we're following his footsteps. We want to be like Justin Trudeau. He's the best, according to liberal voters. That would be really how to just punch liberal voters and the whole liberal movement in the nuts. Unpopular opinion, but nonetheless, it's objectively true. Poilievre's campaign style speech lasted for about 45 seconds, and he was met with laughter and cheers from the passengers. It was a fantastic speech. It was great for Pierre Poilievre, and it just shows that even without some sort of rehearsal, even on the spot, even in real life, without all the fancy cameras and, the microphones, just on a plane, probably while they're already in the air, he was able to pull off a great speech. After the video began circulating, a WestJet spokesperson told CTV News that Poilievre's use of the PA system was approved ahead of time, but the final decision rested with the crew on board. And the crew said, yes, they can do it. But a spokesperson for the union representing WestJet cabin crew said Wednesday it was very disappointing that the airline allowed a politician to use the PA system. Again, hypocrisy, hypocrisy, hypocrisy. Justin Trudeau has already paved the way. If you don't like it, go after the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Don't go after people that are following in his footsteps and doing things that Justin Trudeau has done. Will it be blackface in the future? I don't know. We'll have to see. You're going to have to stay tuned. Probably subscribe with post notifications. Just in case something like that does happen, you're going to want to know right away. It is highly disappointing that WestJet is now trying to assign blame on the cabin crew for this event. The cabin crew had no input into this decision, says president of Coop Local 4070, probably the union representative for the WestJet cabin crew. A plane's cabin crew should never be put in a position of having to take a political stance. Hussein called on both WestJet and Poilievre to apologize to the crew. No, listen, everyone has to apologize for absolutely everything. And I hope that Pierre doesn't apologize. And it really seems like Pierre has kind of clapped back. Let's take a look at this video here that's posted on Global.
I think that the union should apologize for trying to silence freedom of speech.
Good.
The crew invited me to give a speech, and they did that multiple times. And I think it was because people who work on airplanes, people who work in restaurants, people who work building things.
We're sick and tired of Trudeau.
My message of bringing home powerful paychecks that buy affordable food, gas, and homes in safe neighborhoods. And look, I have to say, people on the plane were just delighted with my common sense remarks to axe the carbon tax, bring affordable homes, and restore the common sense Canada that we know and love.
There you go. I like how Pierre doesn't bow down to this type of cancel culture, and he just claps back. We need more of that. Trudeau's a cuck. Trudeau has apologized for the stupidest things that get blown out of proportion, right? There was one instance where Justin Trudeau was walking on the House floor, and whether it looked like he intentionally elbowed this woman or not on the House floor is almost, I don't think it was intentional, but it got blown out of proportion to the point where it was like, oh yeah, Trudeau definitely made that intentional. That's probably something I'm even guilty of, getting caught up in the whole hype of the moment, because anytime you have an opportunity to actually just shit on Justin Trudeau, you take that time. Now, Trudeau apologizes for everything, except for actually the thing that he should apologize for, which is canceling free speech, taking away our Charter of Rights, ripping it up in front of us, beating up Canadians, trying to make an example out of peaceful demonstrators in Ottawa. And apparently Coots blockade guys are still in jail, right? Like 500 some days, right? No bail, no nothing, for just standing there and peacefully protesting. That's apparently what's happened. I'm not too caught up into the Coot stuff, but the Freedom Convoy stuff, there was no acts of violence. None of these people, Tamara Leach didn't commit any acts of violence. She didn't call for an insurrection. She was a very peaceful demonstrator who was expressing her Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which was to the freedom of assembly and kind of take control of the convoy as it was turning into this massive movement that we've never really seen in Canada before. So it really sucks that Trudeau's apologizing for all of the wrong things. He'll apologize for, I don't know, cutting off a reporter in the middle of a question, but he won't apologize for literally beating up Canadians, ruining people's lives, ruining people's businesses, ruining our economy, ruining our housing, ruining pretty much every good thing about Canada, and making it almost impossible to reverse any of that. It's going to take a lot of time for the Conservatives, for Pierre Poilievre, when he inevitably wins the next election, to quote unquote unfuck a lot of these things. I mean, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort. It won't happen overnight, unfortunately. And we're kind of just stuck in this lull of, well, it is what it is. And we all have to band together and keep heckling Justin Trudeau, because that's all we've got right now. And we have to take the W's. We have to take the victories where we can get them. That's where we're going to end today's video. I'd love to know what you guys think down below of any of the topics I've covered. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, share this video. Personal friends, share this video to Facebook groups, whatever you can do to extend the reach so more people can be aware of what's actually happening. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you want to support the channel financially, you can do so by checking out the merch shop linked right up there. Or if you want to do something for free, which is also absolutely acceptable and highly encouraged, you can subscribe right there. If you want to continue watching videos like this, you can do so by clicking or tapping right there to watch the next upcoming video. And if you want to watch a little bit of different content, but also Canadian stuff, you can do so by clicking right up there. That's my second channel, House of Canada, also known as the House of Commons Highlights. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.